What's up, everybody? So if you watched the last video, I put 428 chain on the Grom down there. Gold chain, gold sprockets, whatever, and had a good time on that. That was last Saturday or Sunday, can't remember which. It's been a long week. And I went out and did a top speed run on the 14 tooth before I did that. It has not been the best weather, and I've been busy at work and crap like that. So we are doing a top speed run on it now. Have been riding about, I don't know, a mile and a half so far on it, and everything seems to be fine. So hopefully it doesn't come apart on us at high speeds. I'm in my little abandoned cul-de-sac end of the road spot that I love so much. Just been doing a bit of a shakedown on it, and yeah, we're gonna pack up everything, and then, man, it is bright and sunny and I love it. I don't know if you can see the blue sky and the clouds. It's been gross spring, so this is most welcome. But anyways, I'm gonna pack up my stuff and see if we can't get a top speed going. One thing to keep in mind, I haven't adjusted the speedometer yet, so we're gonna go off the GPS again, which is fine, and that'll be the next video. Actually, is putting in that 12 o'clock labs speedo healer. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go do some ridery do. I'm gonna go ride, you know what I mean. All right, let's get to it. Well, you're not gonna watch me ride quite yet. I did record some audio through the rides, but the first ride did not exactly go as I had thought it would. Turns out that, well, a few things were going on. One, just need to get used to shifting at different points with a little bit different gearing. I wasn't holding third or fourth long enough to get up to speed. And we'll talk about that in a second, but also found out that my tires were at like 18 PSI instead of 29, 30. So that held me back a little bit too. And then the third thing I want to talk about is really it was really windy. The winds were just weird. Winds were weird for all of this. So I actually have videos pulled up right here, and I'm just going to kind of talk through them, and I'll put them on, maybe like I can frame it right here. That'd be neat. Okay, so let's get going. This is on stock 14 tooth gearing at this point. And we are cruising right along, kind of plateauing right around that 45, 46 mark. And then we get bopping a little bit more. Still pulling a little bit in fifth. Speedometer freaks out here. I don't know why it thinks I was going 74. So that app is actually called Speedbox, and it's pretty good. But then it kind of settles out right at 54, 55. I did have a little bit of wind at my back, and I think that made a big difference for this 15 tooth speed run. Then right about here, you'll notice that it goes up quite a bit. There's a giant school bus about 100 yards in front of me that I'm definitely drafting at this point. Definitely drafting. And it's noticeable. So when the bike or the school bus starts getting in the other lane there, I'm already slowing down after I'm not behind it anymore. So this was like I said, the 15 tooth run. I wasn't crouched at all. Wasn't trying to do an absolute top speed. I was just trying to do like, here's what normal riding would be like kind of run. All right, so this is the first run with the 14 tooth, and this is when I'm right after I filmed the intro. We're heading along. That hitchhiker gave him a thumbs up. He was waving at me. Did not offer him a ride, in case you couldn't tell. Getting up to speed is real quick. The 14 tooth is much better at accelerating out of the flats. But here is where I start to be like, something's off. Still gaining a little bit of speed. I think I'm in the turbulent spot of that truck that's in front of me. I'm not close enough to actually be drafting. I'm just getting hit with really, really dirty air right there. And you can kind of notice I'm looking up and down quite a bit, because I'm like, this isn't quite right. I'm down north and 49, 50 miles an hour. And you'll notice here when I get into the left lane and out of that really turbulent, gross air that I'm going up a little bit in speed. I will also say wind's blowing at me in this one instead of with me as it would in the first one. So take this run with a grain of salt. I almost debated not including it at all, but I did. So, and this is after I put air in my tires. This is after check the slack on my chain again, getting up to 55 real quick. I'm in a better position on this truck that's in front of me, which again plays a difference. I kind of slingshot around it, but here when I'm not in any air behind it is when I hit 60, which I'm stoked on. 60 is great. And then it made me laugh because right about here is right when a big gust of wind hits me and instantly drops me like 4 or 5 miles an hour. So wind is playing a huge role in these top speed rounds. So those are the 3 rides that I filmed. There's a lot of me rambling on those, and I didn't include that footage because it's a lot of rambling just like this. Random associated thing on that. If anyone has a really good helmet setup that doesn't cost an arm and a leg for filming helmet audio, let me know. Currently I use a Sena SMH10, I think, the real slim profile one. And I Bluetooth that to my phone and just use a recorder on my phone to get helmet audio, and then in post add that into the video footage, and it kind of works. It sounds like it's an old telephone though, so if anyone has anything better that's cheap and easy, let me know. I am willing to try it out. But final thoughts on 14 tooth versus 15 tooth. Would I go 14 tooth again? Absolutely. The acceleration pickup is there. The acceleration pickup is awesome. Getting up to 50-55 miles an hour is faster. I do have that Speedbox app that I'm using on this actually does have data logging too. It's only 1 hertz, so 1 speed per second, which isn't quite enough to like pull out 0 to 60 times or 0 to 40 times or anything like that. But it does show improvement there from the limited data that I've seen off of those 3 runs. The other thing I would say is that, as we do maybe an exhaust in addition to the intake and then get a ECU tune, I think it's going to perk up even more. And I think at that point, the 14 tooth is going to absolutely be worth it. So maybe there'll be a follow-up video once I have an exhaust and things like that. But as of right now, I recommend it. I would say I was surprised that it didn't make as noticeable of a difference at the top end. Everything you read on the internet says is amazing. So it's okay. It was worth it. It was worth the $10 or whatever a Sprocket is. I did go to a 428 chain, so it's a little heavier, a little bit more rotating mass. So who knows about that? But I'd do it again. If you want to do it, great. Highly support it. My last video, maybe I'll put a link here. Shows you how to swap all that off. So yeah, that's it for now. I don't know what the next video is going to be actually. Oh no, I do. I need to fix the Speedo now. I have the 12 O'Clock Labs Speedo Healer that I need to put on there. So that'll be the next one. And then after that, I'm not quite sure. Let me know down below. Maybe leave a comment what you want me to see. What you want to see on the bike. Kind of have a feeling that the next couple steps are going to be big ones. Monkey rear sets. I need to do an exhaust with that then, since the exhaust hanger is going away. And then if I do an exhaust and I already have an intake, then I need to do a tune, and kind of spirals at this point. So if you have ideas on other things, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you when I fix my speedometer. Bye, y'all.